It's giveaway time here at Idoc Sadang. I love that you are a subscriber to Idoc Sadang. And yes, you have to be a subscriber to take advantage of this giveaway. And what is the giveaway? Well, the giveaway goes like this. The first person to comment on any new episode that I post from today, May the 18th, through the end of the month, the last day of May, will receive a brand new, sparkly, beautiful bracelet from my line of jewelry. I am a jewelry designer. And if you head over to lilliancollection.com, you will be able to have your pick of whichever bracelet you would like. This is called a shameless. Okay, I'm shameless right now, guys. But I love my Idoc Sarangers so much. And I want you wearing Idoc Sarang too. I want you listening. I want you wearing. And I want you talking about it, digitally. So the first person to leave me a comment on any episode moving forward from today, including today's episode, all the way through episode 30th, you're going to win yourself an original handcrafted bracelet. Won't you treat yourself to a bracelet? Yes, but also to an excellent drama. And the name of that drama is The Yakuza Boss's Beloved. Since you're over on the podcast and not in a YouTube land, you don't have the benefit of getting my intros to the episodes. So I'm going to regurgitate what I said at the top of my intro now. For those who are listening in podcast land, you can participate in my end of May giveaway. Now, through the end of May, you will be able to have a free bracelet, y'all. They say nothing in life is free, and I guess it isn't, because in exchange for that, I would like you to leave me a comment and tell me all about what you liked. Okay, if you didn't like it, I guess, do I want that smoke? I guess, maybe. If you want the smoke, it's got to be an even exchange. You give me some smoke, I'm going to give you some smoke, okay? And I still give you a bracelet. Isn't that nice? But you can leave me a message and you can let me know about that. You can do that a number of ways, because if you're in podcast land, it's kind of hard to leave me a message. So you can go over on Patreon and you can leave me a message there. I will I will create a post where you can do that. Also, you can head over to my YouTube and just subscribe for purposes of this, baby. I know. We podcast heads, we like shit one way. And we don't like to, do the Burger King, have it your way or whatever. But, this is the way that you can support your favorite podcaster. So why don't you go ahead and do that, okay? So, The Yakuza Boss's Beloved. Oh, my God. Guys, look, I have a listener, Linda B. Shout out to Linda B. She has been an Idoc Sarang supporter from the beginning, it feels like. And I just want to shout you out. Why am I shouting you out? Because I know she's a fellow J-drama watcher, but she only want to watch the good shit. And I don't blame her. Because when you step out of Hangul, it's really kind of not worth doing so unless you're stepping into some heat. You know what I'm saying? And girl, this drama right here, if you haven't already seen it, this is right up your block. It's what you would be looking for. It's very passionate. Y'all, okay. So fair warning if you don't want any of this, including you, Linda B. If you don't want none of this, so you can get it for yourself, go ahead, I understand. But go ahead and come back and give me, y'all know how Al Gore's rhythm works. And I want to meet y'all one day. And the only way I can do that is when Al Gore be like, Idoc Sarang, I want to meet you. And I'm going to pay you to meet me. So then that's it, because I am working. This is a job. So The Yakuza Boss's Beloved is 8 episodes. It came out in 2025. Now, here's a question. Why didn't nobody, y'all wasn't going, so wasn't nobody going to email me or Patreon me or Ko-Fi me and tell me about this drama? Y'all wasn't going to do that? Like, how did I get out of 2025 and not know this drama existed? The only reason that I know it exists is because, baby, I be out here on these inter streets and I ran into an edit. Y'all know how edits are. They're the best of all the worlds. It's like, even the dramas that aren't good, the geniuses that know how to do all that editing and shit, they really string magic together, don't they? Because they can make a drama you would not watch into just, it's a treasure. And I watched it and I was like, what? You have got to be kidding me. This got away from me. Okay. So I said, you know what? Let's put this on the ever-growing watch list. And it sat there for a few weeks until I was like, you know what? It's J-drama time. I have got to find some heat out of J-drama land. Let me go ahead and fire this one up. But I really didn't want to, guys, because of the clip effect. The clip effect is false. It's false. It's a fantasy, baby. And I guess there are those that could say, well, all dramas are fantasy, but nah, the clip is extra fancy because it only strings together the good shit, okay? And it can mislead you into thinking that the drama is actually better than it is. Y'all, this drama really lives up to its edits a lot. So here we are. We got 8 episodes. And as J-Town is wont to do, they are geniuses at brevity because apparently over there in J-Town, they got shit to do. You know what I'm saying? It's not their life. They don't have all day to be sitting up here telling you no damn story. They finna give you about 20 minutes. And if you can't catch they drift in 20 minutes, then I don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you, which is what makes this drama so much better because since it's only 20 minutes per episode, you could commit your Saturday, commit. Oh my God, that sounds so harsh, doesn't it? But you can, the first half of your Saturday can be pleasantly spent trying to recuperate from a week of just, you can sit up and you can watch this or you can lay up or whatever. And you will not feel like, oh my God, I will never get that. I'll never get that time back. So let me put some respect on the names. The lead, his name, government name, y'all, is Totsuka Shota. And our female lead, her name is Kono Ayaka. Yeah. Okay, and the drama name for the male lead is Iren, and then the drama name for the female lead is Makoto. Okay, where do you start? Y'all, this drama is so damn good, I don't even know how to talk. So, this is what good drama and storytelling does. It renders me speechless. Y'all be listening. The writers, directors, producers, the people I always talk about and to, y'all listening. Y'all need to take notes in the form of go watch the Yakuza Boss's Beloved. Because baby, y'all need to learn from them. And I know it's a little, we got some history and shit we be wanting to get over and all that. Lay the politics down and go watch this damn drama so y'all can figure that out. Because especially in Hanguk, where in 2025, y'all was trying to do a whole PSA, Let's Be Friends campaign. Those train wrecks where you guys decided that we needed a J-drama and a K-drama at the same time, and the shit didn't work for real, because other than homegirl being a polyglot in that one drama with my baby, oh God, Sakaguchi Kintaro, apart from her being polyglot goes, that drama didn't work for me. All right, so I'm glad y'all got that shit out y'all system, and now you guys are on the train of trying to bring the monarchy into present day. I don't know why this is trending around Hangul. Y'all do not do that well. And the next time I review a drama coming out of Hangul, I'll try to impart to you guys, my dear, beautiful listeners. Understand, when I've got heat, I ain't got heat for y'all, baby. Y'all are my babies. I love y'all. I'm talking about these motherfucking writers, directors, and producers. So I ain't never mad at y'all. But the next time I do a review or a first impression of a drama out of Hanguk, I'm gonna tell y'all why this trend of trying to do Chosun in 2026, the shit don't work. I'm gonna tell y'all why it don't though. Okay? Because this episode deserves to not be tainted with that. But I needed to acknowledge the fact that I'm glad y'all got that PSA, let's be friends with Japan out y'all blood. Okay? I'm glad y'all got it out your system. So, this drama, y'all, nothing but 20. Look, let's put this in perspective. Unfortunately, I wish I could get the listeners, but it's unfortunate that the folks who need to listen to an episode like this will not. Like, they just don't. Because, trends are going to trend and they don't give a shit about my feelings. And I get that. But, folks who are career boos or people who are trapped in Hanguk land for good reason. I know why y'all over there trapped. I get it. I used to be one. So don't worry about it. My definition of career boo is a person who all you ever wanted to watch was K-dramas. You couldn't get enough of them. And I couldn't until I did. And I said, wait, hold on for a second. Who the hell is that over there in C-drama land? It's C-dramas and stuff? So I said, oh, okay, let me go do that. And then it was like, what? A licorn? What's a licorn? And then I ran over there. And then it was like, wait a minute. The Philippines tried to get on the map when, the world decided to stop. And I was like, ooh, they giving us some BL heat, around that time. So I'm like, okay, hold on. You mean to tell me I could go all everywhere and just watch all the shit? And they was like, yeah. So I just kept watching shit, okay? But y'all who are trapped in Hanguk, y'all need to hear this. The reason why Linda B and folks like her enjoy J-dramas that are like this is because they are full of everything you need out of a K-drama at this point. It's like I get it over in Tai, the third liners who I never know who they are. They too new. They all too fine. It's too many of them. I don't know. And I get nervous. Okay. We know who these motherfuckers are out of Hanguk. Okay. Yui, Byung-sok, he might be relatively, he may have just got on in the last few years, but we know who your ass is right now. Wookie, Ji Tang-wook is trapped over there in Disney plus hell. So I need to check his contract, baby. When is that shit over with so you can come back to civilization? He might be over there running it at Disney Plus, but baby, if you think Netflix will fuck up a K-drama, you ain't seen nothing yet. Disney Plus. Yeah, Disney Plus is like hold my beer or my soldier or some shit, and we're gonna fuck up this K-drama real quick. Okay, but the point I'm making is that Hanguk, we know all these people, We might not get enough dramas from Emino and those types, but pretty much they know not to hit us over the head with a whole cast of new motherfuckers. Like in Tai, one thing I think that is extremely ambitious with them is they may sprinkle a couple of first geners or second geners into the third liners, BLs, but they will give us a whole googab of new fucking faces that you don't know. Hanguk would die before they would do a drama where everybody on the drama is some shit you ain't never seen, like people you've never seen that you don't know. They will not do that. They rather wear they vets the fuck out. And they do that. And we're not going to talk about C-drama land because, baby, if y'all don't let John Ling Hug go lay the fuck down and take a nap, I'm going to have to dedicate a whole episode to how John Ling Hug, before he do another drama where he lay down the whole goddamn drama, let that man go take a nap. And I'm not talking about on the flight to Paris so he can fucking pose with Gucci. I'm talking about let him go home. Let him go to the crib. Okay? So, the bottom line I'm making is the Yakuza bosses, beloved, does in 20 minutes what the perfect crown could not do in 12 episodes that were an hour, 10 minutes plus. Arasa? Like, in case somebody from Hanguk is listening, do you understand me? I don't think you understand this. Nobody understands this. If you understand this, leave a comment. Tell me if you're a J drama lover. Now, don't be coming in these comments talking about some. I don't like J dramas. They hair ain't right. They teeth ain't right. No, they're not. We get that, baby. You got to grow up. You got to look up. You got to look around the fucked up teeth and the hair, even though they getting better. This drama, you ain't gonna have them problems. Really, you're not. Cause from where they came from, baby, let me tell you what, they have come quite the way. Okay, so like when I dig down into the annals of history and start bringing some heat up, those dramas you gonna struggle with from J Town, cause the hair and the teeth are completely skewed, but the storytelling and the passion makes up for that shit. And I'm just saying, why did the first episode of the Yakuza Boss's Beloved, satisfy me so much that I was scared to keep watching it, y'all? Now, I said I don't scare easily. I'm just asking. I don't scare easily. I really don't. But I was scared. Y'all know why? I don't. I really don't. Because I was like, hold the fuck up. Has it been that long since I've seen a good drama? I think it is. It is May 18th, 2026. And my mantra for this year was new. And I didn't realize, or did I? Because I do have a very strong distaste for contemporary dramas because they're not good. I don't know why years have to get underneath a drama until it's good. But I have not seen a good drama this year quite yet. Not as good as I want it to be, or not as consistently as I want it to be, because I know that I've been excited about some dramas this year, and I'm not gonna lie about that. But this drama right here is so good that I've seen it all the way up to episode 7, and I'm scared to watch the last one. Why? Because I know ain't shit else coming no time soon. I'm just saying. And y'all, if I describe the rabbit hole that I'm in right now, as far as drama watching is concerned, I could not. This episode will go on for a really long time, and I can, but, algorithms got to start paying me at some point. I'm just asking. So, what is this drama about? The premise. This woman, she's shacked up with this dude, and he is a complete asshole. You can tell it. He doesn't. Basically, think about this. She's not his wife, but she's like got the stay-at-home mom syndrome. And if you're a stay-at-home mom listening to this, I'm not trying to denigrate you, please. But she do all the cooking. She do all the cleaning. She do all the emotional intelligence. She's the emotional dumpster. She's the safety net. She's the preacher. She's the nurse. She's the doctor. She's the teacher. I respect you if you work from home, because that's what she does. Except let's add something on top of that. They work at the same company. So she goes to work. But when she go to work, he got her so trained. And if you're a stay-at-home mom, I am not saying that everything I say about her from this point forward needs to be attributed to you. I just wanted to suss out the fact that I think a stay-at-home mom does every goddamn thing, and I know it. Okay? So she is his work colleague, but he's so up in her head that, and then remember, we're in J culture where there's already the custom and moray of not doing too fucking much when you're not at the house. Okay, you already not doing much when you're at the house. But so culturalistically, she wasn't never gonna go to work and like tongue him and shit in the coffee room. But there's the added sense of, let's say, discretion, because he don't want nobody to know that she his chick. Yeah. One of them motherfuckers where they ashamed of your ass at the end of the day. You the slave at home, but they really actually ashamed of you. Some shit that ought to make them the proudest, most humble MNFer on the planet. He gets to work and he treats her like utter crap. So we've got the after work dinner. We all know it, where the underlings have to play that social game with the management. Y'all go pretend to be happy at the little hibachi bar and grill. Y'all grilling meat and stuffing it in lettuce and soju and all the rest of that shit, and everybody getting smattered. And she noticed that, wait a minute, hold on. it's this little new bitch at work. And our Doxodonk is not for children because I use the king's profanity. I loved it when the Queen of England was alive because I feel like the Queen's English is just so much sexier. You know, the King's English is like whatever. But I want to keep saying the Queen's English, but I'm trying to be historically accurate or whatever. So like, yeah. So she's like, okay. So this the new bitch though. So you know how a person can get away with it, where it's like, look at y'all kind of like close or whatever. Oh, she's just new. I'm showing her the ropes, right? Yeah, if the ropes is your little short ass rope in your pants, because she catches them in the hallway of said bar and grill, basically doing the most. He feeling on her ass, he kissing her and doing all that shit, right? So she realizes that, wow, this is over. I am so proud of her for not bullshitting around. Typically, even in J Drama Land and even in a drama where they ain't got the 20 minutes per episode, most of the time they would have the female lead drag her feet on getting the fuck up out of Dodge from somebody that's going to treat her like that. She didn't. She went home and clothes on her back. The fuck up out of there. Yeah, she left with nothing but the clothes on her back. Now, her section lead, you know, the section manager, you know, the guy in the office that everybody's afraid of a little more than usual, because he seemed like he'll fire you and then kill you after he fire you and shit, or kill you and that's how you know you fired. I don't know. I think those are the same, but the bottom line is that he's scary. And motherfuckers don't really fuck with him. And not because he's just like the manager, but because, you know, he's got this dark, deep, broody, like, I will take yo bitch, which is exactly what he did. Okay? They sitting down, they having a one-on-one. She find herself in his company at his crib because, like, she gets a little knackered because, like, who doesn't when the new bitch is getting felt up by the person you was a slave to. So she knackered, he bring her home, you know, she convalesce or whatever, and she wake up and she like, oh my God, what I do, what I say, and he like, don't trip, you was drunk. And she like, you know, and he like, you know, last night you said a gang of shit. And she was like, man, I can only imagine what I said. And he was like, it's all good. But like, you know what I'm saying? If you need somewhere to lay your head, you can stay here with me. I'm like, come through. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Will Al Gore's rhythm go ahead and say, you can monetize so that y'all can see how I look when I'm doing all this snapping and popping and shit? Because he came through. Y'all don't understand this. Now, after a relationship, any expert or armchair counselor or coach online will tell you, oh baby, you need to mend your heart and you need to give your coochie a break and you need to do all the things. But when the Yakuza boss roll up on your ass and tells you you can stay with him, you accept that shit. You sure the fuck do. You in a whole brand new some shit. Yes, the fuck you do. And she's like, I'll be here. I'm gonna get the rest of my shit. And I'll be here by this time. And in the meantime, since I ain't paid not a dime of rent or utilities around this, I'm going to cook for you because clearly I like to do that. You know, she enjoys taking care of her man. And my philosophy is this: keep doing what you love doing to a person who deserves it. Okay? And the one that came through and said, hey, you can stay here with me, deserves you cooking him a damn meal or two. So that's what she does. By the by, these two, the chick that was all up on her man at work, she's the type that you want to die painfully. Except she died a social death at work because she kept trying them she kept trying the Yakuza boss because she had decided that she was going to target our female lead because female lead is incredibly, she's a highly sensitive person. She's an HSP. And because she's like this, you can fuck with her real easily with no retaliation. And many of us consider ourselves HSPs, but we not all like that. So anybody listening who think that you can keep on fucking with a HSP, they may be sensitive, but the way they going to react to your ass is not going to be sensitively. This is a drama. Don't get it fucked up for all HSPs. So she decides that, you know what? I got your man because I'm that bitch. But I want him now because he the section lead. You know, he the manager. He's that dude. Plus it's rumored that he's a Yakuza boss. So like whatever you get, and this guy is better than the guy I stole from you, especially since, baby, talking about come through. The one that breaks your heart it was super satisfying when he had to corner her ex because her ex would not let her leave him alone. In true narc fashion, he would not take no for an answer. As far as he was concerned, she belonged to him, and he tried to hem her up until the Yakuza boss had to interject, pushed his ass up against a urinal in the bathroom with his fucking back to the Yakuza boss. The Yakuza boss took out his gun and said, "What the fuck did you just say?" And homeboy pissed on himself. He sure did. In the middle of that bathroom. And when he got back home, he couldn't do shit but curl up with a pillow in his fucking abdomen like a bitch. He curled up like a bitch. When his new chick was like, don't you think the boss and your ex is doing the most? And he was like, look, you need to leave that alone. You need to leave them alone. My name is Wes. I ain't in that mess. I'm finna go to sleep. That's how he reacted to that, because he was going and will die. So she decided she wanted the Yakuza boss. She tried him. And he said, okay, I'm going to call you on that, and I'm going to socially destroy you. He had all the receipts, all the pictures of her being two-faced to all the co-workers, to her sliding in DMs, saying all kind of nefarious shit. He had the receipts. He stacked all them receipts up, threw them up in the air like he was making it rain at the strip club, and she had to go. She probably had to leave out of Japan altogether, because we know in these locales, you don't just fuck up at an isolated location. You were fucked up forever more. She probably had to come to America or something after that. I don't know. But where I am in the drama, baby, her and the Yakuza have declared their love for each other. Yes. He loves her so much. Now, you haven't heard me say anything about physical intimacy or anything like that, right? Because that's how good this drama is. But if you think for a second that he is not serving up all that, he is so sexy. And it's the way that he looks at her. 100 times out of 100, you writers, directors, producers, I know every year you're challenged with the need to be edgy and do something that we've never seen before. Give us what we've seen before. Just execute it perfectly, okay? Just execute it perfectly. You can tell your story in a linear fashion. You can go from A to B to C to D. It's how you get there. It's the way you walk, baby. Or you walking like a Yakuza boss with your gun to the back of somebody's head. That's how you walk from A to B. You don't have to worry about it as long as you tell us a good story. But when it comes to the physical intimacy and the sex appeal, yeah. When he put her up on that counter in the kitchen about episode 6-ish, it reminded me of Mark and Yaya. Now, y'all know how the fuck I am. This is coming out of Tai, and only my G's can go with me here. I really don't have enough time to tease this out. But the reason why I love Mark and Yaya and them so much is because they done made some either spoken or unspoken agreements that when you freaking on me in this drama and you put me up on the counter, you can have your hand all on my ass, baby. And I don't want to hear it that she's just so small that the ass and the back blend into one. So it was kind of, he had to put his hand somewhere. No, you ain't had to put your hand on her ass. Yaya ain't that damn skinny. Okay, but I loved it nevertheless. But the Yakuza boss, when he puts this girl up on this counter, he's got his hand all on her ass. This the kind of shit we need to see in a drama. Yes. It's not, hey, writers, directors, producers, I know y'all like, you know what, I don't want to do too much, because then what if this actress get mad at us and they be like, y'all harass me. Baby, that's what the contract is for. Y'all didn't know that? That is what the fucking intimacy coordination contract is for. You write in what can go, and what is a no, you don't do it. He had his hand all on her ass. His hand was on her ass. It's little shit like that that helps. I'm just saying, if you guys want to like get past the whole, oh, we don't want to have them kissing because I don't want them to kiss, let them touch her ass or something. Let her touch his ass. Hey, I volunteer to touch his ass. You know, just have somebody touching somebody in one of those bespoken places, because he did it when he put her up on the counter, and then when he put her up on the kitchen counter, and he hand on ass, and he looking at her. Y'all, the way he looks at her, I can't describe it. It's scaring me, because I don't want this shit to end. He kissed her. It's real kisses. Like, the kiss is, she loves him. She receives him. She's receptive to him. I'm talking about, like, as an actress. Not that in real life she like him. She might, because I'm just saying, their intimacy can't be faked. But she's got her arms around him and all this. But you, as an actress, I'm talking about. Like, even actors and actresses that will go there. Like, we did eventually go ahead and let the man kiss him. Kiss her. But that's what I saw. I saw, I'm going to let you kiss me. I saw, I'm going to let you kiss me. I'm just going to go ahead and let this happen. The Yakuza boss's beloved, she wasn't letting shit. She was there. It happened. She wanted it to happen. She was able to convey that, guys. And I'm adult enough to know they go to different residences when they leave the set, even though I'm not sure why. Because if y'all single, then y'all need to get that going. But they are fantastic. Do you understand me? So she has a secret that she likes to keep hidden. And for a while, it kept her from being able, it kind of kept her afraid, because prior to the Yakuza boss sticking up the boyfriend in the bathroom, the ex, he would be able to kind of string her along a little bit by threatening to reveal that her mom, who's just a piece of shite, you know, that parent that you embarrassed of and you don't want your current to know because it just makes you look too bad. It make you look fucked up, even though you learn what not to do, and that's why you so sweet and humble and all that shit. But she's terrified because the mother is all up in her dome, and the mother like only comes around when she wants some money so she can re-up on drugs and booze and living her life and all that kind of thing. The Yakuza boss is like not the dude that's gonna judge you, but you just can't risk it when it's somebody you really like. Because remember, I know we were in a you need to heal culture, but baby, there was a point in time where the prevailing advice was, baby, nothing helps you to heal like some new D, if you get what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, you know, and even if you don't want to go with new D, baby, on to the next one. Let's go. That is why some people have a very, you know, could be unhealthy habit of moving on real fast, relationship to relationship to relationship. Why? Because that next motherfucker helps you to forget, baby. It does. It does. That is why people do it. Now, you still need to somehow do the work simultaneously or something. But she moved directly on to the guy that wasn't going to judge her. That wasn't going to do none of that. So she's keeping this from him. And eventually he does find out, because mom comes back on the scene and she's one of those ones that will embarrass her. As like the one you can't take nowhere. You can't take her nowhere because she's going to embarrass the hell out of everybody. Yeah. So he realizes what he's dealing with the mom. And he handles her and tells her to kick rocks with no socks. And so she's relieved. And he has his secret too, because remember, he's the Yakuza boss. And when you Yakuza, you can't tell nobody you Yakuza. It's a hidden society. And if you have any level, just a cursory level of research, you know that their tattoos are purposefully placed on their bodies so that they can go to work, baby, in the day. And go kill at night. I'm sorry, I ain't saying they all kill. I'm just saying they have tattoos that don't disturb their ability to function in society should they decide to go work a 9 to 5. So this is what he does. He goes to work in the daytime, but at night he's like, you know what I'm saying, Don Corleone or some shit. I don't know. So now that he's met her, the love of his beloved, you know, even before he met her, he didn't seem like he was the guy that was going to be the boss, the underboss and shit again for the rest of his life, you know? He was always probably going to try to make his way out while his whole back, you know what I'm saying, is inked out. But now that he has his beloved, it really heightens the level of threat because he's got something to lose. He's got a major weakness. And it's not that he wants to quit because he don't want to be incapacitated by her. It's that he loves her. And baby, the thought of something happening to her or their lives together in love, it just can't happen. It's not going to happen. So something's got to go, and it's going to be this Yakuza shit. Except we're not quite there yet because we're not at the last episode. And he has not told her yet. Now, the chick that stole her man at work, she did throw that rumor out there. And the way that he was able to kind of get the office to defy her and to not believe her was by bringing the receipts on how skeet she's been to everybody else. So it kind of enabled life to go on at work, even though I'm sure people still whisper because, like, your Yakuza boss is a huge rumor that everybody's not just going to let go because you brought some receipts about how the bitch nobody liked at work is confirmed to be somebody don't nobody like. So he has yet to, like, actually tell her that he's a Yakuza boss. And we got episode 8. And in some locales, when you have like a micro-sized drama like this is, the last episode, they'll bump up the minutes just to give you time to tease this ending out. Not Japan, baby. They're like, look, I got some shit to do. Didn't I tell y'all I got something to do? Japan, they got lives outside of these dramas. So they like, baby, we gave you 20 minutes, episode 1 through 7. So how many you think you going to get on episode 8? We going to get y'all last 18 minutes because we really don't have time for this. So it's still just 20 minutes, y'all, for the last episode. But y'all, when you get through with this, it's like more than a moose bush. It's like an entire plate of food that I absolutely cannot even fathom trying to rush my way through it. Won't you watch Yakuza Boss? His beloved wife, guys. This drama is so good. And even if you haven't watched it, and even if you just comment to say, hey, Adak I love you, you can still enter to win a free bracelet at lilliancollection.com. Take advantage of this, if for no other reason than to treat yourself, because I guarantee you deserve it.